if I make it to retirement age, I'm not gonna retire here in America. I just think that everything is gonna be like too expensive for me to retire here in America. And so my plan, honestly, was to like move overseas or something like that, and just live in a country where like the money I have would actually go further. I think that's my only hope. Because honestly, I actually want to retire early. But, I, sorry. But 401ks, I think that, when it comes to 401k, me personally, and this is just what I do. Everybody's financial situation is different, so you don't have to like follow what I do. Everybody has their own like financial goals, but what I do personally is I pretty much only put enough in for me to get the maximum amount of company match money that I can get. And I mean, it's not a whole lot that I have to put in order to get the maximum amount of company match money that they'll contribute to it. And so I pretty much only contribute like right around that amount, maybe a little bit more. But the rest of it, I personally do Roth IRA, and I of course I have a traditional like brokerage account, but the way I see it is, once you get the maximum amount of like so-called free money from the company match, employer match, I personally just don't really see the point in contributing more. Like I said, everybody's financial situation is different, so you don't necessarily have to like follow what I do. You have to do what's best for you and your family. But I'm just saying what I do. I only contribute right around the amount that I need to like get the max company match. Now I do the max Roth IRA, and then of course put money into a traditional brokerage account. Let me say this. Anything is really better than just letting your money sit in like a traditional savings account where you're getting like, what is it, like 0.05% interest. I mean, at that point, the money's actually losing value because of inflation, right? The dollar is getting weaker every year. So just having the money sitting in a savings account getting 0.05% interest or whatever horrible interest rate they give you at these traditional banks is like the worst way, in my opinion. And keeping a bunch of cash is like pretty much just as bad, because that cash money is getting weaker every year. So I mean, me personally, I don't even carry cash. There's just no point. I yield savings account can be good too, especially in today's high interest rate market, where these high yield savings accounts are, 4 and 5% interest, right? So I mean that can be good. That's pretty good. That's higher than inflation. But back to the 401k. Let's talk about how like a 401k like company match actually works. So some employers offer like a partial match, and some employers offer like a full match, 100% match. Say you make $50,000 a year, right? And the 401k plan is a 50% match up to 6% of your salary. So 6% of your salary is $3,000 if you're making $50,000 a year. That means your employer is gonna add in $1,500 into your 401k, because 50% of $3,000, 6% of your salary is $1,500, right? And so that's a 6%. That's a 50% match of up to 6% of your salary if you're making $50,000 a year. Now, if you contribute more than that, your employer isn't gonna give you more. Like, that's basically it. As long as your salary stays at $50,000. If you decide you want to contribute more than 6% of your salary, the amount they're gonna give you is only gonna stay at $1,500, right? Now, a 100% match is different. Like, say you make $50,000 a year, and say they offer a 100% match up to 6% of your salary. So 6% of your salary of $50,000 is going to be $3,000, right? And so your employer is gonna give you $3,000 towards your 401k if you add in $3,000, 6% of your salary. If you're on a 100% plan, 100% company match plan. Now, if you add more than that, and your salary still stays the same, they're not gonna add any more than that. That's kind of how that works. And that's why I said, well, I might as well just, get the company match, but not contribute a ton more. And so that's kind of my rationale behind it. Because here's another thing about a lot of these 401ks. A lot of them don't let you pick like individual stocks and ETFs and different types of investments. A lot of them have like preset funds that are offered by the company or whatever, or whatever they're using, and you have to pick between one of those. And I kind of just picked like a targeted fund. I think I picked like a 2065 targeted fund, because I was like, well, okay, in 2065 I'm gonna be 67 years old, and with these targeted funds, it's basically, when you're younger, the fund is gonna be more aggressive, and as you get older, it's gonna get more and more conservative. So it's usually a mix of, stocks, bonds, ETFs, so you can't contribute more than $7,000 this year into the Roth IRA without a penalty. And so, that's the thing about it. That's the thing about a Roth IRA, but a traditional brokerage account, it's different. You can put however much you want, really, in a traditional brokerage account. The Roth IRA, it has its tax advantages. 401k does too, but I guess for me, with the 401k, I don't know. There's people that don't have 401ks at all, though. Like they say, I don't want no 401k. I want to have like actual real control over where my money is being invested. That's their mentality. And so they'll do the IRA, regular brokerage account, but they don't do like a 401k. Now the only thing is, I think that they are missing out on money if their employer offers some kind of like match. At least contribute enough to get the employer match. That's kind of my thing now. If you want to max it out, whatever, that's fine, but at least get that free money from the employer, right? And so, that's kind of my thing on it. It's funny too. I was like, is it really free money though? Because you still have to work there to get the money. It's just an additional amount of money that they're putting into your 401k. But we'll just say, for the sake of this video, at least get the free money from the employer match, company match. That's how I look at it. But if you don't want to contribute any more than that, then hey. But there's everybody's financial situation is different, like I say. So make sure you are doing what's best for you. And so, yeah, that's kind of like my thing about 401ks. There's pros and cons to them. And so, you can't, like I say, no matter what type of investment you do, you definitely want to invest your money. You want to set yourself up to where your money is growing, right? Don't just have your money sitting in some account, some savings account that's getting like hardly any interest at all. Make sure your money's actually growing no matter what you invest in, right? And so, I don't know, that's just how I look at it. Investing your money is one of the best ways to grow your net worth. And so make sure you start early. If you're 20 years old and you're watching this video, start investing today. If you're 30 years old and you haven't started yet, start today. If you're 40, 50 years old and you're watching this video, start investing today, no matter what. That's how I look at it. I can't tell you what to invest in because that is, your personal decision. You have to do what's best for you. But having the money just sitting there, I think general consensus on that is that's a pretty bad idea. Just have your money in some savings account that's not gaining any interest. Now, like I say, high yield savings account is good. That's different from just your regular old, like traditional savings account. High yield savings account is good, especially with the interest rates that they're offering nowadays. So videos during the week. I'll probably upload a couple of videos during the week if I'm not like too busy.